The consciousness is where the meat of the matter starts. That's where our conversation really starts. From thousands of years ago, many different attributes, behavior, way of thinking, through genes have been changed over, passed over. Eventually, we've become the inheritance of that. And certain behavior and understanding, it's included in how we are made up. But then, since birth, we've been also conditioned by so many different angles, so many different things, such as our parents, mother, father, siblings, our teachers, the environment that we grew up with, the weather, the type of weather it was, how the mood of it was, the teachers that we encountered, the things that we read, the movies that we watched, the news that we looked, the dogmas, the rules of the society, the religion that we belong to and we believe in, the tribals, the customs and cultures, and everything that you've come encounter with, whether you personally experienced it or you got to know about that, has shaped us and has shaped our consciousness. That's called the field of the known. The field that every thought that we come up with, it is born from that field. Whatever you have accumulated in your consciousness, the content of consciousness, that would be the field that helps grow seeds. Those seeds are your thoughts. Your thoughts come from your memory. Everything you learn through life yourself or from generations past to you has created your consciousness. Now, the question is this: because of that consciousness, how you're put together, you have created a certain way of life, certain way of thinking, certain way of doing things, certain way of seeing things, and the angles that you see life, the way you deal and interact and negotiate life. And that is called the order. That is your order. Now, every single person has a different consciousness because everyone has grown in different societies, different cultures, different religions, different things they read, different people they encountered, and that has shaped their consciousness. And because of that, through that, via that, they've created their order. So this person has a different way of thinking because of the content of consciousness, what they've gone through and experienced in life, and this person has a different one. And now they get together. They want to be in a relationship. Well, this one has a different order, and this one has a different order based on the content of their consciousness, which is the significant part of the iceberg, the invisible part, what we really are all about. Me. The me is that the content of your consciousness. So this person with a different order and this person with a different order, now they get together. Now, this person's order is now being interacted and being interfered or being disturbed by this person's order. So the order of this person, this partner, creates a disorder in the order of this person, and this person's order creates differences and disorder, a turbulence in the order of this person. So right off the bat, you can see why many differences and challenges come into the relationship, because their whole background, the way they've been made, the way they've been thinking, all their experiences, beliefs, everything changes, even if they live in the same city. The things they've been exposed to is all different. So now they're trying to make this one unit. That's going to be a very difficult thing. That's the root of the matter. So if you have some challenges in your relationship, it's not because the person really necessarily wants to be mean or defying you. Well, although there's lots of difficult people around with bad intentions. But the reason is that you guys are made so differently in the content of your thinking, which that guides the way you see world and you interact with the world, and your whole order, the norm, the way you were living before you became partners in a relationship, it was different. Now you don't see that being a balance for you. It's an imbalance. So therefore, you have to understand that the reason that problems come up is not because you just want to be mean to each other, because you're at the different stages of life and different binoculars that you're using to see the world, and through that you negotiate the world. Therefore, it is important for you to realize that you're not having relationship with each other. You're having a relationship with each other's orders. You have to understand that. It is not the physical shape of the person that you're having a relationship. Oh, she's so pretty, she looks wonderful, and that's enough for me to fall in love with her. You never fall in love with anybody at the first sight. That's pretty much the exciting factor. That's the presentation part. That's the motivation to fall in love, that you're attracted to someone. But to really see if you can love that person, you got to understand each other's psyche and see if you guys can have a relationship with each other's orders. How you guys got to be who you are. How the content of your consciousness is interacting with each other. Can you understand each other? Therefore, it is very important that you understand that you need to create a mutually understandable order now that you're together. Understand your backgrounds, understand the differences, understand how you look at life, and don't be at each other's throat because, oh, you didn't do what I said. Oh, you didn't do what I said. Well, I said it this way. Well, I said it that way. Well, I'm right. Well, who says you're not right? Both may be right or may be wrong, depending on which angles and what you're looking at and who is comparing to the way that their psyche is put together. So, having said all that, I want to bring to your attention that all these orders are ideas, images that you have created for yourself, about yourself. And you also have an image about the person that you're in a relationship with, the way you see her or see him. And these images are interacting with each other based on the order that has been creating them. So for you to must realize that you need to cooperate with each other to understand more about each other's inner understanding, inner contents, and see if that is something that you're compatible with, or work toward becoming compatible and creating a new order. And that's going to take time and a challenge. How